Hey everyone, here is your final project. If you had me in class this semester, I did explain this, so it's the exact same thing. If you didn't have me in class, listen carefully. So what we're doing is basically doing a miniature drawing of every element and principle of design. There are 7 elements of design, which is line, shape, value, color, space, texture, and form. And there are actually about 10 to 12 principles of design. However, we're just gonna kind of clump them together into 7. So you can see we've got them organized by contrast, emphasis, pattern and repetition, rhythm and movement, unity and harmony, balance, and proportion and scale. So let's talk a little bit more about this. What you need to do is show me that you understand each of the elements of design and principles of design in these miniature drawings. So this is due the very last day of the semester. And once you guys have drawn each of these, please label it with whatever element and principle you used. So like right here for the yin-yang symbol, they said balance. So it's just helpful for us for grading purposes to have them labeled. Each picture should be a minimum of a 2x2 in terms of like inches in size. If there's a lot of different approaches to doing this, so let's kind of talk about these different approaches. So here's a great student example. They did this on the back of their portfolio and they had these little 4-inch squares. Now we don't expect you guys to have that, so you can use any paper you want. However, we would recommend plain white. And you can do this on 14 different pieces of paper. You can do it on one piece of paper and divide it into 14 boxes. In terms of medium, you can do this in any medium. If all you have is a pencil, you can do it in that. But I would recommend, if you've got some cool art supplies at home, try that. Maybe you want to incorporate a little bit of photography or nature art for some of these. Whatever you want to do, you can do. So here are some optional mediums for you to consider. We've got markers, colored pencils, acrylic paint, watercolor paint, magazine collage. You can do this on the computer with graphic design, ink pens, charcoal, etc. So get crazy, get creative. Like I said, you can even work using sculptures in nature. This is worth quite a few points, so make sure that you do it. Now, here are just some different student approaches. So you can see this student divided their paper into various sized triangles, and they really like the anime style of drawing, so they did their favorite style of drawing, which is awesome. But I can still see those elements and principles of art. So for example, this one right here, I can tell that that's contrast. Right here, this is probably movement. This person did not label, which is not good. So make sure you label. You can do it all in black and white. The hard part is one of your elements of design is color. So you probably will need to add a drop of color for that one. And this person, they really just did a phenomenal job of showing each of those elements and principles of art. They used a variety of different mediums and techniques and just really experimented with different things that they enjoy doing. This student, look at this, it's awesome. They used spray paint. So this student really loved to do spray paint art. So you can see that they were able to accomplish all the elements and principles with spray paint. You can draw anything, guys. This student really loved like Disney movies, so they utilized different Disney themes for all the elements and principles. You can even take one image, so like for example, a tree, and divide it up into 12 boxes and show me different elements and principles of design within each box. Here are just some other different approaches by taking an image and dividing it up. So we'll just talk about this one over on the right. They did this palm tree and divided it up into these different strips, and you can see they labeled it by showing all the different elements and principles. So guys, that's your final project. Please email us with any questions. The internet has a wealth of resources for what all the different elements and principles are. I'm also going to include a packet that just explains all the different elements and principles a couple different ways. Good luck, you guys.